All right, so our next step is to make some sound effects so that when our spaceship shoots, that it makes a sound, and when it blows up the ships, there's some sound. And we could just use default sound files that you go out on the web, maybe search for stuff, Wave, MP3, things like that. I really like using the students to make their own sound files here, and it's an opportunity to teach them another tool, to show them how audio is made, to really give them more creative outlet in their game, because the games are so much better when they make their own sounds. You'll be amazed at the fun sounds that they make. All right, so we're going to look at this tool called Audacity, and you can download this tool free off the internet. I'll put the link in the notes for the video. And what this tool does is allows me to record audio, and then I can do some editing to it and make it sound really good. And an important part here is that I can save this audio file in a number of different ways. The Game Maker 2 Studio program uses MP3 and WAV files, so it has to be one of those two types. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make the shooting sound for our spaceship. So when our spaceship shoots, we want to make it have a sound, so we're going to go ahead and record that. So I'm going to hit this button here. Pew! There we go. We have this nice little wave file of a sound that I made. I just made it with my voice, and it's pretty funny, isn't it? All right, let's go ahead and play it back. Pew! That's perfect. All right, so let's go ahead, and I'm going to edit this file a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and delete some of the start and some of the back of it by highlighting the section and just hitting the delete key. Now it's a lot more ready to go, so here we go. Pew! Perfect. All right, so we've recorded one audio file. Now we're going to save that audio file by going here and saying export audio. And we want to export this audio as a WAV. That's the easiest file to do it. Now, if the game is really big, you might want to go to MP3, or if the sound effects are long. But for the most part, WAV is going to be a great way of going. And we're going to just go ahead and place this. We're going to put it in this PC. We're going to go to Documents, and we're going to go into Sound Recordings. And then we're going to call this Ship Shoot. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and save it. And Microsoft Sign 16-bit PCM is the exact format that we're going to use. We're going to go ahead and hit save. There we go. Now, this track is going to be mixed down to 2 stereo channels when exported. You don't need to worry about this anymore. I would just go ahead and say don't show this warning again, because it won't really matter. The thing is that you're dealing with mono microphone and stereo channels, and it's going to be wanting to have a stereo output for your wave. No worries. Go ahead and say OK. Now this is metadata. If you were actually doing a song recording or something like this, you would enter that stuff. For here, you'll just leave it blank. Say OK. All right, we've gone ahead and exported that. Let's go ahead and do a new one. And for this one, notice it opens in a new window here. We're going to make an explosion. So let's go ahead and hit record. All right, there's my sound effect. Now we're going to make this sound effect cooler than it is right now, but I want you to hear it back so we can see what we got to work with. All right, there we go. So I've made a little sound effect ready for some enhancement, and so we're going to do that in just a second. But first things first, I'm going to go ahead and trim it a little bit. And last step, I'm going to go ahead and save it. So I'm going to just go to Export Audio, and I'm going to call this one Explosion, and leave it as a wave. Say save. Don't need to add any of this. Say OK. There we go. We've got that in there. So we're in good shape now to start working with our audio.